run right now. Here we have a breakpoint. Continue. It's asking for some inputs. Fruits, apples. Okay, it will try to launch the website. Okay, it has clicked on this and it is displaying the weight. We have intentionally put the message so that we can close the website so it fails to execute the next actions available. As per the expectations, because it has gone till this point, it is searching for the search results but it will not be able to find, and will go to this else part where there is a throw saying that the page has failed to load the search results. Exactly, that is what has happened. It has come to this. Now we are throwing the error. Because it has thrown the error, it will not be able to execute any of this below activities. It will come out of this particular XAML. If you just continue clicking on step into, it has come out and is come back to the process file. It is now into the main XAML. Because it was surrounded, this particular XAML was surrounded by a try catch, it has come down to the catch block. The exception has been assigned to system exception now. Clicking on step into will take us to set transaction status. Because it was a failure, we'll be going into system exception, and from there these are the activities to log the transaction logs, and then we'll be going into retry current transaction state. Here, because the max retry is greater than 0, because we have it as 1, it will go to this, and here also the retry number that we have is 0 right now, and it is not greater than max retry, so it will be taken into this flow. Right here we are into this. The next step is we are incrementing the retry because we have retried it once. So now it will going back to the main XAML. Before that, there are few other activities that it will perform. It will try to take the screenshot of the current screen so that it will be easier for someone to troubleshoot it. This XAML comes along with the framework. You can just go through it to see what is happening inside it. On a topper layer, it is responsible for taking the screenshot and saving that into the project folder. Once that is done, it will try to launch, it will try to soft close all the applications that we have used. If it is failing somewhere in between, then it will directly go to the exception and it will try to close them because it has failed to soft close them. So we have come out from that, and here we are into set transaction. Now that we have 3 transactions available here, we'll be taken to system exception, which will be leading us to go to get transaction data again. As you can see, it is checking for each condition and this turns out to be true. So it will take us back to the get transaction data. Here we are. So from this particular state we have reached to this, because for success we are going to this particular state, and for system and business also. Just click on step into and we are into this. We're trying to assign the value to it. Again, the same things that has happened earlier, but then it is doing something because there is data into it. And now finally we are into process transaction state, and our transaction number is 1. It has not been incremented, but as you can see, the retry number is incremented this time. If I just click into step into, okay, it is just just assigning the default values to business exception and system exception. Once that is done, this time because the retry number is not equal to 0, this will be executed. Just click on continue. It will try to launch the application. It has opened the website. So this time also what we will do is we will try to close the website so that it will fail again. So now it's waiting for 30 seconds. Okay, we have reached to else, and we know what happens if we click into step into. We will be taken to this particular XAML. So let's click on continue. Okay, because we have a breakpoint here, it has stopped. Just click continue again, continue, and continue. So see, there are a lot of things that has been failed because of one failure. If I just click on this, it will be taking me to the set transaction status. If it was a success this time, I would have gone to this flow and the transaction should have been implemented or incremented. Because it is not a success flow, I'll be taken to system exception again. But this time, as we go through that, this will be true, so it will come to this. But this time this will also be true because retry number right now is 1, which is equal to the max retry. So we'll be taken to this particular flow. As expected, we are into this flow. If my retry number was 3, then I would have gone to this and again would have repeated all the steps that we have gone through right now. Now step into, we are trying to reset the retry number so that it will be a fresh 0 for the next transactions available, if any. Then click into, this time we are incrementing the transaction number also to 2. Earlier we haven't done that for this. Then step into, we are trying to take the screenshot of it. Just click step into because we know what happens over there. If you want to check the screenshots, you can go to this particular thing, and here you have a folder called exception screenshot. Whatever we had, we can observe them right here. Okay, then if I just click on step into, and this time again I'll be taken to get transaction data. Right, so I'm here and I'll try to go into this, but this time the transaction number is 2. So this will try to go to the else part. We have set the transaction item to nothing. Just clicking on that, because this is set to nothing, we have few transitions available here. If this condition turns to be true, it will be sent to end data. So transaction number is nothing, so it will take me to the end process. So I am in the end process and will execute the end process and it will stop. That is how we were able to handle the exceptions, and we have seen step by step. We have taken the step-by-step approach, the debug mode, to see what's happening internally. And in case if you just want to close, another point that I have forgot is you can directly open the kill all processes XAML, and because we were working with IE, what you can do is to close this particular applications that you are using, you can go to Task Manager, More Processes, and the details. Here you will find the IE's name is iExplorer, iExplore. Okay, there's the same thing that you have to be supplying in this by using an activity called kill process. You have to pass that name over to this iExplore. This time if you run that, right, so whenever it executes kill all processes, this particular browser will be killed. You no longer have to manually close it for every failure. That was about the project recipe scraping process. We have gone through the happy path and we have seen how to handle the exceptions by going through it. Congratulations, you have learned the mechanism of handling the exceptions using RE framework.